This is the Pocket Monster Manual. I am Willie Shambler, here with Bran,
Oh no, Boss Piano.
Asti,
Man, I could take a chomp out of this sandwich.
Moogle,
Menacing.
and Specs.
Oh, I got my hair.
We're talking about Garchomp, the muck Pokemon. That's how fast he is.
Look at this beautiful boy.
Hell yeah, baby. I don't really go for these kinds of designs, but something about Garchomp just hits every single note it needs to for me. I love this thing.
It's the big red bear chest, isn't it?
It's like the red chest. I don't know, it's just cool. Like, Dragonite is cool, I guess. Tyranitar does nothing for me. I like Metagross. Salamence, boo. I don't know. I wish I could explain why I like this thing. Maybe it has to do with Pokken. I played as this thing in Pokken a lot. And it was a lot of fun and looked really cool. It was also like really bulky there, like physically, as opposed to like thin and like anthro-y.
Pokken is really fucking good for like animations, just to tell you like, how does this fucking thing move in real life? Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh?
And seeing it like dig underground, jump out, throw scythes. Oh, so much fun to play as.
Yeah, and it's got that lovely wet boy sheen that you get on those weird furry models. Yeah.
The scales. It has scales.
This was the dominant Pokemon in, like, competitive play.
During most of Gen 4, it was very dominant. And the reason it was because there was only one real answer to it, which was Weavile. But that meant that, one, you had to have a Weavile, and two, you had to keep it alive. Because it wasn't just like an instant win condition. Because like Garchomp could also kill it. You pretty much always had to die for you to kill Garchomp, which was insane. And on top of its ability giving it evasion boost in sand, like it had to go.
Yeah, because like typically Smogon tries to shy away from like accuracy stuff, but Sandveil is literally its only ability that it could have, and Tyranitar was very popular, which would set up the sand for it. So you could bring in your Weavile and you just miss your, I don't know what ice move did Ice Will Crash exist back then?
Ice Shard.
Ice Shard. You miss your Ice Shard and then Garchomp just kills you. And then you lose.
Is Ice Shard the priority one?
Yes.
And did that one-shot it regardless? Like, I mean, I know it's 4 times weak, but like...
I think depending on the build, it honestly could survive.
Yeah, Garchomp's got some bulk to it.
Garchomp, like, it's never been bad ever since it's been released. It's dominant in, like, Gen 4. It's always, like, it's just present, right?
Nobody tell him about modern Gen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's power creep, but we're in Gen, like, what, 10 now?
9.
Like, there's been 6 gens of fucking power creep, but, like, in the gens that matter to me, it was never fucking bad.
Oh, we got a Gen 1er on our hands, everybody. Boo, boo!
Boo, says the Gen 1er.
Yeah, right now, Garchomp is sitting in underused borderline.
That does not surprise me. Given fucking, what is it, Dragapult, is that still at the top tier? Like, I know it's been like a gen or two since then as well, but...
You know, something that really... This thing can fly, and I kind of don't like that.
I love it.
Can it learn fly?
Yes.
Yes.
It can learn fly. It just, like, it apparently it can, like, jet around, but, like, how? There's no, like, I don't know, propulsion.
There's no propulsion.
Thing.
Yeah. It's like it can't use wings.
It looks like it should glide.
Oh, I lied. I don't think this thing can learn fly. I'm a dirty liar.
I hate how many Pokemon are like, they have in their description, it flies at supersonic speed, and it's like, but it can't learn fly. But then you get like Doduo, and it's like, yeah, this thing can learn fly, even though it specifically cannot learn to fly.
We'll have to put a pin in that when we get to Gen 5, because there's a really funny flying Pokemon there, and nobody mentioned the name. Stop there. I can't wait.
But yeah, like there's images. It flies in like the anime, and there's like a picture of it flying in like the Pokédex of Gen 9. But it doesn't like flap or anything. It just kind of like jets, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And I kind of just wish it didn't have that ability. It kind of seems like tacked on. The design doesn't make sense for it to fly.
It doesn't need it. Like it's a ground-based shark. Why not give it a description that's like it can tunnel at max speed instead of it can fly? It's got no reason to be flying. It's so dumb.
I agree. 100%.
I kind of love the idea where you like try to get high up from it. You're like, haha, I'm in a really tall rock now. You can't reach me. And then it just jumps out, like starts flapping its wings and eats you.
I mean, it'd be cool if he could, like, you know, do big leap out of ground like sharks do, but jetting around, you lose me there.
I view this guy like I do Nibblesnarf in Monster Hunter. Like that's my image of Garchomp.
We want to talk about Mega?
Mega's descriptions describe its appendages on its arms as wings rather than fins. So maybe it does flap?
Its vaunted wings become scythes, sending it mad with rage.
Stupid shit. I hate the Mega. I don't like the big jaw. He looks too human. He looks like Aggron, who also sucks.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think turning the claws into big scythes is pretty cool. And then, of course, you just got a bunch of fucking spikes on him.
I don't like the scythes.
Should have just turned into an actual fighter jet.
His speed goes down. Wow.
I like this shot of it flying in the Kitakami Pokedex. It can do that in game, but it can't do that in battle.
Jesus Christ, attack 170. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Disgusting. I'm guessing the idea is that you can do Dragon Dance with it, though. So.
Does it? In Gen 6, I think Dragon Dance is actually a more recent move that I got. I think there's for a while it didn't get Dragon Dance.
It was a meme. I remember it for a while, it just didn't get it. And everyone was like, oh, okay.
It was for the best that it didn't, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets Dragon Dance still.
I think I got it at some point recently.
I'm looking at the move pool, bud. It doesn't get it
Damn, you're
still.
right, actually.
It's for the best.
I remember this coming up because when I nuzlocked, Violet, I got a Gibble and I got a Gabite, and then I was like, wait, I need to just think Dragon Dance and have an easy time, and then I didn't. And I was like, oh, well, that's stupid.
Also, just to resolve the thing we mentioned in Gibble, this thing shiny is abysmal. It barely changes.
The worst shiny. Don't worry, the Mega gets pink.
It's a really ugly pink.
It's so funny. It's such a throwback to like Gen 2 shinies.
I wish it kept the colors of like Gibble and Gabite shinies, like the dark blue. I think it looks so good.
So, is this the Pokemon that's caused the most PTSD in players throughout the years? Like, I know it's a bit of a meme that Cynthia's Garchomp is fucking stupid, but at the same time,
people who say shit like that are idiots, in my opinion. Yeah, like the Miltank thing. Me and MD played Pokemon Crystal Randomizer. I got there and I was like, I've heard hot shit about this, and then just like beat it easy. And I was like, what the fuck are people complaining about?
Oh, we did the race, didn't we? It wasn't a randomizer, it was a race.
Yeah, we did the race. I was like, I didn't make any preparations. I was just like, let's see how this goes. Smoked it. It's just people being idiots.
Miltank's basically just a skill check. It's just like, hey, are you playing this the way you should be playing it, or are you playing it like a 5-year-old? Because if you're playing it like a 5-year-old, you're gonna cry for the rest of your life.
And like by the time you get to Garchomp, like this is the final fight in the game. Like you most likely have like a well-rounded team
and a lot of revives.
Whereas the Miltank one, I can somewhat relate, I guess, because like it's early game. You might not have like a full team yet. Like that's more likely to be a roadblock than the Garchomp is.
I'm trying to think what one has like given me the most trouble.
I feel like a Alolan Totem maybe for me.
I think for me it was the Gen 3 Elite 4, the Sailor Man, had a wall rain that took me forever to get past. That might have been just because of my team setup, but he was tough.
I had a lot of trouble with Gen 3 in the electric gym. That took me ages.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, Watson's tough. Yeah. Because you really don't... The game doesn't give you, like... I don't think there's any ground types except for Nincada.
I had to go get a Nincada, and that thing takes forever to level up. It sucked.
And it loses ground type if you evolve it.
If you have Mudkip, you've evolved, but I think those Magnemites have Levitate, don't they? So
no,
that doesn't help you. Oh, they don't?
I'm like looking back and I can't think of anything.
Guess you're just amazing.
Yeah, just don't ask any pincers about that.
I get it.